Man has suffered. You can see it right through the ages. War after war. Killing. How many mothers and wives and our parents have cried and cried. Suffering. And suffering when you lose something. Grief. When one loses a son, a daughter. Death. And all human beings know this. Whatever part of the world they live in. This is a common factor. Fear, pleasure, sorrow. And human beings have not been able to solve this. And sorrow. What is sorrow? Why do human beings go through tortures? And because they suffer, because they fear, and because they are pursuing pleasure, they invent gods. Right? Because we have not been able to solve it, these things, therefore, some outside agency, we hope, somehow by some great miracle or this or that, will solve our problems. This problem. And it has never been solved. Because the gods we have created the gods in our image. Not, God hasn't created in His image, us. If He has, He's a pretty poor God. No, don't laugh, sir. You're going to your temple next week. Fast for 40 days to go to some hill. So, fear is at the bottom of all this. Fear, which means you want security. And you hope gods will give it to you. And you jolly well know they can't. So you become a hypocrite. You lead double life, which is lack of utter integrity. So, what is suffering? Why? If I lose my son, my wife, my job, lose something in which I want to fulfill, this craze to fulfill. Fulfill what? Your desires, your ambitions. Right? So, when we talk about grief, why do human beings, we human beings who are the representative of all mankind, we went into that. We are mankind. We are not individuals. We talked about it the other day. Why? We have carried this burden. Is it a form of self-pity? Not being able to face loneliness? Not being able to stand alone? Not having the capacity to look at things clearly and not get emotional about everything that we do. You understand? I lose my son, my brother, and I shed tears. Why? I'm attached to my son. Because I hope he'll be better than me, all that stuff. I'm attached to him. In that attachment, I have found comfort. I've found a sense of deep relationship. I've found a sense of not being isolated. But I am isolated. So I'm trying to escape from that isolation, that desperate loneliness. I can give many, many reasons for sorrow. But the explanation, the cause, will not dissolve your sorrow. What will dissolve is to see what actually is taking place. Not intellectually, not verbally, but with your heart look at things. Without the ending of sorrow, one cannot have love. Love is not pleasure. Love is not desire. And without love, life becomes what it has. Right? Then you will say, how am I to cultivate love? Or how am I to have that? To come upon that is a benediction which you cannot do anything about. All that you can do is to say what is not love. Your jealousy, your attachments, your ambitions, your greed, your beliefs, this self-centered activity. If that all that is not, the other is. But we don't want to be free of all that. We want all that plus the other. Right?